got a couple of birthdays and anniversaries, so Brad and Shane, and they're both outside. 1 year today, and Hugh 7 years tomorrow. 7 years.
Go.
A long time, too long.
One so short. Harry in this place.
And Corrales 4 years on Thursday, so it takes him to time served and then they down their works overall. So he's only been here, I don't know, how long Corrales been here now? Over years? We've got some positive recognition. So Barmera, I would like to personally thank all of your efforts over the last weekend in assisting Barmera work group in restoring spoiled riverland. After having 2 events in 2 weeks here, it has been challenged, but the work you did was greatly appreciated by the Devon community, with the folks to make Wise safe on Saturday evening to Sunday morning. Their run, starting restoration week Sunday morning, was a mammoth effort to restore all supply by Monday afternoon, and all done safely without incident. So there's a heap of Facebook comments, I've read through them all. It's nice to actually get some nice stuff written about us for once. God bless the people, what a good job they do. Great work, good job boys. What a massive job they had, it's amazing what they've achieved. They're at the front at our place at 3 AM this morning pulling some big shifts to get things fixed, so well done everyone that was there. Paul Lincoln, another one. Can you please pass on my thanks to the Edinburgh crews that were involved in the works on the Eyre Peninsula from 25th of October to the 4th of November. It was a pleasure to host gangs that worked in a safe and efficient manner and also went about their work with minimal fuss. All work was completed to a high standard and crews kept working every day initial tasks. Ryan did a great job of managing the crews on PL33 restring as well as PL34 EP link work. They got all the work done even though they were behind with the depot prep work due to storms. Also thanks for helping out with the storm outage in the Wooden area. That was Ridian. A lot of positive recognition. Another one as well. Guys got to be so good. Hendon cubicle replacement. This is from Robert Moo, the MPO, to Josh Wren. So thanking Jim, Dan, Ben, Shane, Mick, Aaron, Seb, Corrales, Des, and Dan. Excellent effort by your team. Can also add that the majority of my switch replacement projects have gone through Edinburgh always seem to get done in a short time frame with very few challenges. I don't get to choose what work goes through Edinburgh, but the work we do today has been excellent. So that's good feedback. It's what we want. We want to get this sort of work. Keeps us busy. Switching summary, mate.
Yeah, so last week was pretty quiet, which is always good. I did speak to Tim regarding, so I mentioned about the flexible multimeter amp leads that we can use for when we're doing, like say, generator syncing or when we need to get light on thicker cable. They've got some down at St Mary's, so they rate them. So I'll see if we can maybe chase up where they got it from and see if we can organise some of that. Also spoke about the breakdown fuse boxes. I'll do a bit of hunting around today. And on that, been since the end of January since we had our last incident really. It's over 290 days, so given the amount of switching that we do, the areas that we cover, just the complexity of the sheets, which I'd say we're doing really well. It's not like we're going to stuck patch that we're in all day, every day. We have devices, we're just everywhere all the time, so we'll keep that up. And yeah, this goes to show how much we're actually taking care of each other and what we're actually doing, so keep it up.
Thanks, Ed. Near miss and hazards, so we've got 3. I'm up to some suggestions how to prevent these from happening as well. So this one, while crews were carrying out HP isolation to install a strip of slow switch on Military Road, crane operator identified the location was within the flight path of Adelaide Airport. Work was stopped in contact was made with Adelaide Airspace Traffic Control. With discussion it was identified the crane boom would breach exclusion zone and a permit was required. Work did not proceed, power restored, and appropriate permit submitted for future scheduling. So, does anyone have any suggestions to stop that from happening again? Even though it's mostly in-house sort of stuff. It's a bit hard, that one. We just didn't know. Nobody knew about it. We know now.
Good pick up my bit, bro.
Yeah, great.
I wonder how many poles have been changing in the flight path without knowing.
Yeah.
We had a yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we try to get a permit.
Yep.
Yeah. We're changing poles there on the other side of the airport.
Was it picked up before?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rick picked it up. Had to get it emailed in and got approval. We couldn't go over a certain line.
Yeah,
Very
cool.
hard to reserve and shit.
Such a big issue, the pole shouldn't be there to begin with.
Well, yeah, you get a point, put it underground like somebody said. The next one, this one's Corey. We're driving out of the sheds, he went over a ramp on an angle which rocked the forklift, causing the VT stand to break and the VT to hit the ground. So we've got suggestions for this one. He reported a supervisor, unboxed VTs not to be transported unless secured by other means, or in the complete original crate. I did see that sitting out there on the side. I didn't know the story behind it, but don't transport the VTs unless they're properly secured. They're worth a lot of money,
So,
and they're a pain in the ass to replace. So I'm not sure if that one's broken. Does anybody know? It was, yeah, stuffed. Oh, go down like that one. So I think the suggestions are fine. Don't need to go through that one. And the last one from Dan, theft of a headlamp took place at Ferris Park Depot. Lamp was inside line bag, inside a box and batteries left in the bag. This is pretty disappointing to read this morning, mate. I didn't know about that. So don't take stuff out of other people's bags. I'm not sure what sort of suggestions we can have with that one. Just don't steal shit. Like, if you need a light that bad, come see me, see Ryan, see Rancy, see your six. I'm sure we can source one. I think Green's got a couple. I don't think we need to get to that point.
Julie's definitely got something to
Yeah. That only just hinders Dan next time he's got to work at night when he thinks it's in there. Some general depots. So, reminder, the payroll cycle is now today. Most of you probably didn't get paid. Nothing changes other than the fact that we just don't get paid for today. Timesheets still need to be in by 11 AM. And that is what it is. It's changed, there's no going back. Asbestos register. We've got an asbestos work exposure report. Mark has these, so if we do come across any asbestos that we discussed last week and we replace it, fill out one of these and give it to Mark. Is that? That's all, nothing else?
If you feel you've been exposed to something that you didn't know of, and you want to get your name on there for future reference in years to come, that's what we do. It's all private, no one gets to see that, but you can go back to it later if you get some issues. It's
Do you
just,
want to do one of these, mate, for a couple of weeks back? I'll give you this one to fill out just because you were exposed to it without knowing.
Probably wouldn't hurt all of us do it because over the years. There was someone who might have been a little bit late on back.
Yeah, this is like we did come across it in the Riverland, me and you, but it's alright. But you were definitely exposed.
Yeah.
So,
I think we might come across more.
Just on that, Justin.
Was it overnight?
Just on that, Justin, I reckon the whole SAP network, when we entered today, were registered on there.
yep.
It's purely because there was so much stuff in the past that we worked on that we never knew whether it was asbestos or not.
so part of filling that form out is you need to go to see the specialist just to get an idea on how your health is at that particular time on when this occurs. All right, so it's not just filling the form out. It is you have to get checked out. Yep. See, at the time you should be fine, but years to come it might have changed. That's the whole idea of it.
It's obviously changed since the old days in
Yeah.
So maybe don't fill it out, mate. It's up to you if you want to go get checked out.
No, if you need to, you need to.
Have a read. I'll pass you up to this. Baden is allergic to bees, so everyone's aware. He carries an EpiPen. Keep this in mind if you are working with him in case you need to assist him in an emergency. Maybe we can talk to the first aid and get her to spend a little bit more time on EpiPens, considering that we've got this now. He just wants everyone to know that he's got one on him and he is allergic. So if you're with him, if he gets stung, you're going to have to help him out potentially. Reminder to continue to check the serviceability of our switching equipment. So levels of liquid in interrupters, condition of switching sticks. It's a good idea just to go over your stuff. Renty brought up that he come across a couple of interrupters that were 2/3 full. If they're empty, let Greenie know. You can send them back to get refilled. I think he's got some spare ones to replace. Swap them out. Just go over it. It's the stuff that keeps you safe. Recent public driving incidents. A couple of traffic controllers. I think we've all seen this on the news. A couple of older guys were. One was killed and one had life-changing injuries. How quick it can change. So just coming into Christmas, just look after each other. Don't work on the roads. Look after Dan. Just don't want anything like that happening here. I know that's sometimes out of control, but we can all be aware. Safety alert. So Tadano sites. The tonneau side gates have been removed to eliminate the risk of lifting them up and down. They're heavy. Me and Rush lifted them on the weekend. They weigh a ton. So we're going to have to start utilising other means of transporting materials at the site. So we'll figure that out with those other two smaller tippers. So you'll notice that at the back. Safety alert, 4x4 EWP truck steps failing. So through Enable has been identified that some composite truck steps are subject to failure, particularly the 4x4 vehicles. In consultation with fleet standards, updates have been made from the heavy vehicle pre-start checks. So at this stage, when you guys go out, if you've got the 4x4, can't remember who's got it now, just check the steps. All the bolts around here are failing. It'll be in the pre-start check, but just run over it. I think, do you have the truck? Oh, these guys will have a bit of a look, but just run over that. It'll be in the pre-operational checks. Might be an idea just to check the non-4x4 trucks. I'm not sure how they're set up. Equipment standard bulletin, light line clamps are being swapped out. It's the DF4369. They've noticed that there's voids, pores, cracks, and they snap the keeper. So just check if you've got any of them. I think Greeny
I've
knows.
gone through the ones we've got, but if I had this phone, will you grab something out, double check, but.
Check your truck stock and see Greeny. Make sure you've got none of these on, swap them out for the new ones.
Aren't they on the parking base too?
You're probably right, yeah. Have you checked them?
No, it's like it just wasn't that.
Yeah. Good pick up, mate. Can you have a look at that, Greeny?
But wouldn't that be looked at when they get tested?
Well, this has only just come out, so
Well, they get tested and so for the insulation.
yeah.
Okay.
Please, yeah, have a look at that, Greeny. And the last one, pit lid. So they're swapping out concrete pit lids for all pits to the composite lid. The one thing I picked up has got fitted with a locking spacer. So is that just a little black thing that sits in the holes? I don't know whether we need a special pit lid lifter. I'm going to catch up with Greeny after this, but so at this stage, run down our concrete lid supply and moving forward, all will be a lighter composite style.
We don't have any.
You don't have any? Alright, so you might start seeing that change to a lighter pit lid. Sweet, that's all I got. You guys have anything you want to talk about?
I've just got a list if you can, just people that still need to complete their PTE or whatever you want to today. So if your name's on here, just make sure you get it if you can today. Aaron Kendall, Ace, Langer, Alan Green, Rush, Bailey, Beachy, Ben Kim, Chris Hoyle, Corey, DNO, Nick Smith, Paddy Mack, and Sam. Pretty much everywhere. You heard the name, yeah, just get them sworn, potentially, or get it to him this afternoon.
People that weren't on the list, is that many? Would have been easier to name people that weren't on the list, is that many?
Yeah, there's more names that have done it.
Cool. Cheers, guys. Have a good day.